Okay, this is Blue Dot. I am riding it from the Tour of Anchorage Trail to Smoke Jumper Trailhead. You can ride it the opposite way too. It works fine. I just tend to prefer this way. And I also made an older video on this that is kind of inaccurate, so if you're watching the older of the two, ignore that older one and watch this one, because the end of the trail is different for this year. It's a pretty easy trail. It's maybe not a good one to start on if you're new to fat biking, but once you kind of get comfortable with the differences of a fat bike versus a regular bike, this is a pretty fun one. It also gets pretty crowded at times, and it's a two-way trail, so you know, keep a lookout for people coming the other direction, especially on these faster sections. And currently, when I'm recording it, this is November. When we end up getting a lot more snow, if you try to put your foot down on the side of this skinny little path, you will sink all the way down. So and it's really hard to get back up when that happens. So the trick on this trail is to try to not put your foot down at all. Hello. Oh, have a good one. Exhibit A. Yeah, right now you have a lot more leeway of where you put your feet. I'll also point out this bridge sometimes has some chicken wire sticking out of it, which you gotta watch out for your tires. Okay, this is a little bit of a climb that can be hard at times when the traction's low. Okay, made it. I'll also point out a little bit farther down here, it crosses the mushing trail a few times. Again, it's hard to see this time of year, but later in the season you need to really watch. They have the right of way, you cannot hear them coming. Usually once they start training, there are a bunch of signs out. So really pay attention to the signs. There's one crossing. The mushing trail crosses this way, but they aren't even going yet. I still give it a look just to get in the habit. Kind of look at them as train crossings. I guess they kind of are training me out of dogs. Here's another one. I'm definitely not going on that one. There's a downed tree. But they'll clear it off later in the year. we got a bunch of wet snow yesterday, and then it got really cold at night, so just kind of froze all this stuff to the trees. It looks really cool. If any of you have watched any of my videos, you know that I get obsessed with good views, which is one of the reasons I live in Alaska. It's always a good view. Oh, this is a little tricky with these roots here. All right. Those roots will get snowed over soon. You won't have to worry about them. Hello. I guess everybody's riding it backwards today. Well, maybe I'm riding it backwards. I don't know. The way I'm going, in my opinion, is more fun. But I don't know. Depends on your idea of fun. I mean, it does get pretty hard to pull over for somebody later in the season when the snow gets really deep. So just keep that in mind. Alright. This section does get a little bumpy. And there's a split off right here. I always miss. It's less bumpy if you don't miss the split off. If you miss the split off, it's really bumpy. I'm going a little slow. I'll have to fact check myself. Maybe this is a one-way trail. I don't know. Sometimes they change things, so don't take my word for it. All right. I will look that up as soon as I'm done. I missed the turnoff, so I'm dealing with all these roots and logs. Frankly, it's kind of fun. This gives a new challenge. And here we are. We're at Smoke Jumper Trailhead. That was Blue Dot. Okay, so I did look at it, and at least according to Trail Forks, blue dot is a two-way trail. Again, sometimes that's not always accurate. So if like everybody's riding it that way, it's probably good to just go with the flow.